Rahu in the 4th and Ketu in the 10th is about being obsessed over inner peace, and Ketu in the 10th is withdrawing from outer pressure. This is one of the more difficult placements. Rahu in the 1st is somewhat difficult, and so is this, because the 10th house is where we're trying to take action, and Ketu sort of withdraws from action. Rahu in the 4th is where we're trying to cultivate inner peace, and Rahu is quite external. And so it can create some restlessness. So you want to understand this 4th and 10th house axis. Usually when Ketu is in the 10th house, perhaps the person in their childhood had a lot of pressure put on them. They had a lot of responsibility. Maybe they had to watch their younger brothers, or they had these pressures that they didn't really like. Maybe they had parents who were quite immature, and then they had to be like the mature one. 10th house is really about pressure. Again, it's often codified into the career. You want to understand the deeper meaning. The career, the reason that we succeed in our career is because we're willing to handle the pressure associated with that thing, and we stay with it, and we're determined, and we don't give up. These are the biggest qualities of the 10th house that make it related to career. It's really about handling pressure and our rise in life. Now, our rise in life, externally, outer pressure is commensurate to inner peace. How much inner pressure we can handle. We only rise in life in our career in accordance with how much inner peace we have and how much inner pressure we can handle. Because once we can't handle a certain amount of inner pressure, we start to explode at our coworkers and we start to mess up. That's 4th house stuff, and that sabotages our career. So you want to understand this axis. So Rahu in the 4th house is obsessed over inner peace and feeling good and feeling connected to the heart, at the expense often of external situations that don't feel so good. Because let's face it, the other thing about rising in our career is we have to do many things that don't necessarily feel good in the moment, but we're willing to sacrifice how we feel in the moment to accomplish something with our career when that's powerful. This is why, for instance, Mars and the Sun do well in the 10th house, because they're not oriented toward feeling good. They're oriented toward taking action. So again, when Rahu is in the 4th house, the person is obsessed with feeling good. So you'll often see them turn away from responsibilities, turn away from career. Even when they can accomplish something, they'll be like, I'm not sure I'm going to like that. I'm not sure that's going to feel good. I'm not sure that I want to step up in front of an audience and make a presentation. I don't want to handle that kind of pressure. It might not feel good, because it doesn't feel good. Stepping outside of our comfort zone doesn't feel good. But again, when we want to accomplish something in our career, which is what drives our career, we're willing to step outside of our comfort zone in order to do something that is powerful. That's why we need to align ourselves with a cause that's higher than ourselves if we're going to succeed in our career, because that's going to pull us outside of our comfort zone. So, Ketu in the 10th house, the reason I said it can be hard is because Ketu in the 10th is like withdrawing from pressure. And Rahu in the 4th is like obsessing over how we feel, so the emotions can be kind of unreliable, and the actions can be kind of unreliable as they mirror the inner state of, trying to always stay peaceful and trying to stay connected with the heart. So you'll see, some upheavals in the person's emotional state as they're obsessed with always trying to feel calm and peaceful and stay connected to the heart. So, this is one of those placements where you can definitely see a lot of emotional restlessness and upset as they're trying to make sure that their duties and responsibilities feel good. And again, often they might withdraw from taking action and doing things, especially as it relates to handling responsibility and handling pressure, and constantly needing to be taken care of or needing to be babied and things. 4th house has that quality of, like mothering, like they need to be mothered. A good thing for them is to be a mother. That's why you'll often see they get obsessed with motherhood. Motherhood is a great thing, or parentage is a good thing for people with Rahu in the 4th, because then they'll take responsibility and pressure to take care of their children. They're not going to let their aversion to responsibility stop them from taking care of their children. So often when Rahu is in the 4th, a good thing is that they become a parent.